Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to change rear differential fluid in the Ram 3500 2019. So first of all, what are you going to need? You're going to need some tools. You're going to need a 3/4, I believe it's 3/8 drive for the fill plug. You're going to need the 13mm, I believe, or 1/2 inch for all the bolts around it, and then surrounding stuff right there. You are going to need quite a bit of Mopar 75W85, pretty expensive stuff actually. And so this one, it's a limited slip differential. You're going to need the limited slip additive. All in all, I think I paid it was about 210 Canadian dollars, so fairly expensive, but nothing criminal. Cheaper than replacing a $5,000 differential. And then you'll need some napkins, brake clean, and maybe some power tools if you have them. It's gonna make it quite faster. Might get the wrench as well from there. But yeah, let's get to it. Okay. Let's begin by disassembling everything and get your catch can ready so you don't have any surprises. I'm probably going to use my Milwaukee, the 3/8 drive. You don't have to have it, but it's nice to have to do some little quicker jobs, and might as well use it since I already bought it. So yeah, now we're gonna tackle. We're gonna make sure before you do before you do anything, always try to unscrew this one, because if you cannot unscrew this and you drain all the oil, you're gonna have no way to fill it, so you're gonna be pretty much stranded. So always unscrew this one first, make sure it comes off, and then after that you can take off all other bolts and take everything off. So I'm going to use my normal wrench right here. Alright, so it's pretty alrighty. I got it loose. It's pretty stuck on there. So let's see. I don't know if you guys can see it well. So we're gonna try to unscrew this just to make sure we can get it off. I'm feeling lazy. Where's my impact? Okay, I'm going to use the little one. Thank God we have power tools. I'm gonna take this off. Okay, perfect. So now that we have this off, we know for a fact, so we can take it off and change the fluid. Oh, it's so dark. And so the plug, I don't know if you can see right here. So at the end, it has a magnet. So my magnet it's caked on with metal, which is not a great sign. But so this is right here, that's all metal. It's pretty thick. It's not a great sign, but it's normal since this is the differential fuel change, and the car has 65,000 kilometers, and I bought it used, so I don't know how previous owner drove it. So not the best thing to see, but it's considered to be normal. I'm okay with it. Okay, so now let's start to getting the sockets right. So I think they are 1/2 inch. We will find out just about right about now. They are, I don't know, Doesn't look like it's half inch. It looks like it's 13 mil. Let's try. Let's see. Are we right? Yes, we are correct. That is 13 millimeters. Let's take off the top ones that are holding all the lines. And they are all torque to spec. I'm not quite sure what it is, but we'll retorque it back to spec if I feel like it. This one over here is a little stubborn. I will come back when Okay, as you can see, when you start loosening the bolts, the oil will start dripping out. So it's fairly black. Those the top two ones are quite a big pain. I'm gonna have to deal with those, and unfortunately I've hit the worst case scenario over here. I was using my impact and I broke off this bolt right here. So I don't know, the impact really helps you out a lot, but that's the risk you're taking. I'm not sure if I'm gonna extract it or forget about that one since it's a top one. But yeah, so something to consider. Kind of hit the worst case scenario here. I have 3 more. Probably will do those by hand because I don't want to break any more bolts. But yeah, they used the red Loctite here, so that's why it was pretty hard to take off. But yeah, I'll keep working on this and I'll check back in a little later. But these top two ones right here are going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. This one's broken, and then the other ones, yeah, I've been using the impact. This is the other ones. This one is a very big pain in the ass right here. It's kind of cool though. It's a through bolt right here. So this one goes in right here, and then the ABS and the brake lines connect on here. So that's pretty cool. Here is the differential. Wasn't as bad as I anticipated. It was just have to be careful not to drop the cover down in the pan, and just be prepared for smell. It smells a little funny. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad. It looks fairly decent. This differential, it has some wear and stuff on it, but it's not critical for use. But unfortunately, yeah, here you can see the broken bolt I had snapped by using the impact. So I'm gonna clean it up a little bit nicer. We're gonna use brake clean on the cover. Here, I'll show you the cover in a second. The cover is right here. Here's the cover, and the gasket is right here on the top of the cover. I'm not going to change the gasket because I don't think first of all it was out of stock, and second of all it's going to be fine. I saw people reuse it all the time and they talk about it. It's fine, so I'm gonna listen to them. Yeah, so now basically just clean it up a little bit nicer, reinstall it, and install the fluid in there. That's all you have to do. Should be fairly simple from now on. I'll check back in a second. Okay, so that hole looks cleaned up. Big difference. Cleaned up the gasket as well. So inside, cleaned as much as I could and cleaned the surface a lot so it seals nicely and it doesn't leak anymore, because yeah, the gaskets are pretty rigid, so you have to try to do as good of a job as you possibly can to clean it up so it does not leak. And then you align, and when you put it back in, do not forget to use a thread lock so it doesn't come loose. Sometimes the bolts are kicked up with the the stuff that you have to clean. So I like to put it in the drill, in the socket. I'll grab a knife, put it like this, and then run it across a few times. Instead of using a drill brush, and you can see they're now cleaner, more usable. In comparison, that's how the cake tone one looks like. They're not horrible, but it was enough to break the bolt, which I'm really not happy about. But not much I could do about it, and I don't want to extract it. So I'm gonna have to live with it, and then maybe next time, in another 60,000 kilometers, when I change the liquid again, then maybe I will extract that bolt, which it's not gonna be. It's not a big deal that it broke, because it's like the very top one. Should be fine. Just not very happy about it in general that it happened, because like probably people who went through extracting the bolts, they know that it's really not fun. But what can you do? Happens to the best of us. Okay, so I have reinstalled all of the bolts but the broken ones right here. As I mentioned, I don't think I'll replace it this time, but I'll replace it next time. So right now I have torqued all of them to spec. Highly recommend getting one of these. Doesn't have to be Milwaukee, just whatever I got. All of them are actually very useful and saves you a lot of time. This turned into, like, I would have been torquing this for like 35 minutes here. Turn it into 5 minutes, and then just get your torque wrench and torque up. So hopefully it's not gonna leak. I did it. You have to tighten them in the cross pattern, so that like so, this way. So a star pattern, and I'm gonna refill, clean it up. Hopefully it's not going to leak, and should be good for another 60,000 kilometers. As I mentioned, you're gonna use this right here to leak, and the way how you check level is you start putting it in, and when it starts dripping out, that's when you know it's full. Well, thank you for watching the video. Once again, this is the oil you're going to use. I'm not gonna show the full process, it's pretty self-explanatory. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this useful, and comment, let me know if it's horrible that I'm leaving this one out as blank. Yeah, waiting to read some comments. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.